Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I'm going to show you and teach you how to mix worship background vocals using Cubase plugins, only Cubase plugins. So I've got my vocals right here, my backing vocals right here, and what I've done is that I have already created a group channel, group 1 and group 2. Group 1 is for my backing vocals, and I already put in my FX tracks, which is my FX plugins, which are Reverb A and double delay from Cubase. All these are from Cubase. Now this is what I've done to the vocals. If you wanna like get that surround sound, Rebecca Malope or any quarry sound type, all you gotta do is make sure you record. This is the secret. Make sure you record your vocals in 4s. What I mean is, let your auto be 4. Let your singer or sing the first auto, then go ahead and sing the second auto, go ahead and sing the third auto, go ahead and sing the fourth auto. So let them be 4. Tenor, it has to be the same. Tenor for soprano. If let's say you want to have some background sopranos, also you can record them 4, but let your leading vocal be 1 single. All right. And apart from that, your baritone, that high toned voice, can only be single. No need for them to be like many. Just 1 is enough to like support the rest of the vocals. That's how you get that surround sound, that big sound. It's just a matter of recording in 4s. 4. Brandy does the same. Michael Jackson did the same. So it's like something that the industry uses, so you can use the same. And your vocals, especially worship songs, they are just gonna change. They are just gonna sound huge and big. Now since we created all the FX channels and the group channels and the group, what I did is panning. Make sure you pan those vocals. You might ask why, but why record so many vocals? This is why there is panning. So you gotta pan your vocals. Like for example, if you record your autos, if your autos are 4, then the first 2, 1 and 2, 1 has to be to 60% left, 1 has to be 60% right. Then the next one has to be maybe 100% left, and the other one has to be 100% right. It all depends on what you're planning to achieve. So with me, I have panned these background vocals, and after I have finished panning all these vocals, then I try to reduce them a little bit so that they can all sound together. Now, before I go any further, by adding an EQ and the rest of our Cubase plugins, I just want to play a little bit of this so you guys can like take a listen to what's really happening. All right, they sound much better, right? Yeah, they sound much better, but we can try to make them sound much better. And the first thing that comes into my mind, or the first thing that comes into your mind, what do you think comes into your mind? A compressor, right? Yeah, compression. So let's go ahead and just raise the vocals a little bit up by adding a compressor in our group channel number 1, since all these are connected to group number 1. So we are just gonna go into our group number 1 and then put in a plugin from Cubase, and that plugin is gonna be a compressor. So let's go ahead and compress the vocals. Go to dynamics, and then dynamics compressor. And then from there we are gonna pick up a preset. Let us start with presets like let us pick up a preset like vocals in your face or something like that, and then from there we're just gonna work with what we have. So here we are, vocals in your face, vocals. Let's pick something that can be like in our face, lead vocals in your face. So let's pick this, then we can like try to see how it's gonna work out. So let's play and see how it's gonna work out. Then I'm gonna try to bypass the effect and also like turn it on. Holy, All right, this has given our backing some life. So since we have some life right there going on, what I'm gonna do is just to take my ratio to 28.0. So I'm gonna take my ratio to 20.0, and then the hold is just gonna be dropped to 1. So I'm gonna put this to 1, and my analysis for now is just gonna be there. Let's take a listen now. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave the compressor where it is. The threshold is on negative 23.2, then the ratio is on 2.58. Makeup gain, I took it out from auto, just like I said, take it out from auto. Sometimes it's better if you like increase the gain yourself and not put it on auto. When you put it on auto, the compressor is just gonna do it automatically, but I love to put it for myself. Manual is better. And analysis, I'll put it on 34. What happens is that when you take your analysis to peak, the vocals become smoother and much better. But if you want a little bit sharp backing vocals, you can put it on the middle or take it all the way to RMS. My release is out on auto. I love to set it myself, at least medium. That 333 is okay. Hard, I have taken it back to 0, and my attack is 0.1. Let us leave that for now. Now I want to add in an EQ. The next thing that I want to do is an EQ. So where do I go? I want to use the stock EQ, just this, the equalizer. So this is what we are gonna use today, and let me just use a trick which I normally use when it comes to like background vocals. So I'm gonna use that trick right now. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna lower the band number 1 down, and then band number 2, then I'm gonna boost up some highs. So here we go. Have you guys heard something right there? Yeah, that's beautiful. The vocals are like suddenly they come up, and suddenly it's like everything sounds beautiful. That's a trick. Just drop down 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 up there. Now I know what you're thinking. Some might say, but what about the background noise? This is the trick, guys. This is why whenever you're recording, make sure that your microphone is at least 9 o'clock, so that your vocals are not too the volume of your vocals are not too high, and at the same time the volume of your vocals are not too low. The problem is when you record your vocals too low, when you try to do this, the floor noise is gonna be raised together with the vocals, and the problem is that you're gonna try to raise the vocal volume as well. So in order to avoid that, make sure that your microphone is at least medium. It's not too loud, it's not too low, it's just set on the middle. That's what I've done, but we still have a little bit of floor noise, so that's where my plugin number 2 comes in, which is a denoiser from denoiser is found in restoration, then denoiser from Cubase. Let us pick Cubase denoiser and set it on medium for now, so that we can get rid of that background floor noise. I mean, let us take a listen now, and also just to remove some of those. All right, let's take a listen now. Have you listened to that? Like, suddenly the vocals become real, like they become alive, and that sharpness just goes. So this is one of the tricks that you can use to like remove sharpness to the vocals. Then the next thing that I want to put in from Cubase is Cubase deicer. So let us search for Cubase deicer. That deicer is gonna follow denoiser, so I'm leaving the rest of the space for other plugins from Cubase. So let us look for deicer, Cubase deicer dynamics, then let us pick deicer. I believe this is Steinberg's deicer. This is from Cubase, and what I'm gonna do is just try to, for now, set it on male light, since those are male vocals. So I'm gonna set it on male light, and from there I'm gonna try to play around with S reduction, which is, it's a good plugin. So let's go ahead and take a listen. I want you guys to concentrate on where the backing says. I'm gonna bypass it and also put it in the right way, so that the S's can be a little bit lower. Much better, right? Yeah, so the you don't have to like do it extreme, they're much better right there. So what I'm gonna do, if you want to, you can put it on auto threshold. So let me like play it so you guys can like take a listen to what happens when you put it on auto. Basically, the deicer is just gonna do it automatically for me. Actually sound much better on auto as well, so I'm gonna leave it on auto for now. The next thing that I want to do is just to look at the vocals and be able to also like control the vocals dynamically just a little bit. So let me search for a second plugin from Dynamics. Then I'm gonna try to search for a Cubase plugin like maximizer, something like that, so that we see how the vocals can come out. So here we go, a maximizer. Now I know that this thing's just gonna maximize the vocals, so for now I'm gonna drop them down a little bit, then I'm gonna take it up. Alright guys, we have our compressor doing the work, we have maximizer doing our work, we have the ESA doing our work, and we have denoiser, and we have an EQ doing our work. The reason why I did this is because 20, 50, 100 and 200 is controlled right there. I don't need to control anything else. This is a job well done. Now what I want to put in right now is Reverb A from Cubase, and or else maybe let me try another reverb, because this I just copied it from Cubase 4. So let me try another reverb from Cubase 5, and the common one is reverb reverence. So let me pull up reverence so you guys can check it out and see how it's just gonna work on the vocals. So what I'm gonna do now is go to group number 1 and then take it to sends, come to reverb and just pull up reverence. This is the one, LA Studio, and take a listen to how it sounds like on the vocals. I don't know, I'm not liking the way reverence is sounding, so I'm just gonna change reference with reverb B and see how reverb B is gonna sound like. Of course you gotta reduce the volume. I just maximized it because I wanted to take a listen to how reverb sounds like, but it wasn't giving me the effect that I wanted. So maybe it's because I don't use it much, but with reverb B is the same as reverb A. So let me use reverb B because this is okay to me. What happens is this: whenever you don't want to count the reverb time, you can just reduce it all the way to 1.10 milliseconds and it's just gonna work. You can you can leave your room size on 50% or reduce it, but for me I'm just gonna leave it on 50%. But the reverb time is 1. Let me just put 1.0. 1.0 is okay. If let's say you don't know how to count the reverb time, this is what you do. 1.0 is just gonna work for your works all the time. Now since I have reduced the reverb time to 1.0 milliseconds, what I'm gonna do is increase it from here. So let us increase it from here and see how it's gonna sound in the together with the backings. They sound great. Reverb B, don't mind the name, it's because I just threw it there. Reverb B right here. Reverb B sounds better on negative 18.39. Reverb time 1.0 always does the job well. So guys, now that I've put in reverb and a compressor, maximizer and denoiser, I think they are okay where they are right now. What I just need to work on right now is just to center the sound, take them out from 100 and So this one is just gonna go to 45. You guys are gonna be able to like hear a huge change once I put this on 45. Why? Because I want some center vocals like to just be on the center. So let me play this now. So what I'm gonna do again right now is just center these ones. They're gonna be on 60 or 57. So let me just put on 55. Then this one too is not gonna go too hard, right? It's just gonna be on 55 also. A huge difference, right? Let me play the vocals again. All right, a huge change. So what I love to do now is throw in one of the I just want to add a sheen at the top there. So what I'm going to do is come here and throw in an EQ from Cubase, EQ GEQ 30, and what I'm going to do is just raise this and this just a little bit. You are just going to hear a huge difference once I begin to raise 1, 2 and 3, just 1, 2 and 3 for these backing worship vocals. Here we go. Have you heard that, guys? This is how you do it. So I hope this video has inspired you and helped you a little bit. And if this video has helped you, don't forget to like it and share it. Share the knowledge. I will see you in the next one when I will be working on the rest of the vocals.